What up? What up? What up? Welcome back. Welcome back. Give me a mic check. Thank you for stopping by. Late night session on a Monday. My name is Marine X. Thank you for stopping by and just having a small chat with me on a late night evening. And I wanted to just talk about some things that I see oftentimes as I'm on the YouTubes and I see folks using different bags and they got different things and they put together these kits and I'm like, that's not actually how you use that. But before we jump into that, man, I just wanted to first let it be known that there's a lot of places you could have been and decided that you could be here with me. And I do appreciate that. Cali Hiker, appreciate you stopping by, man. And also, thank you for the mic check as well. Always to know that the mic is on and everything is working. That is a good thing. We got Chris Brown here as well, making sure that you smash the like button as well. Yeah, it's 11 o'clock. And here, okay, so in Michigan, dropkick the like button. It's 10 o'clock here Central Time, or 2200 as we like to say colloquially. Man, it has been a fun day, a long day. I feel like a day of achievement. Installed a freaking kitchen sink, taking out an old freaking sink, and I installed another toilet tank on another toilet, changed a wax ring on a couple of toilets. A lot of stuff was achieved today. So I'm super excited about being able to knock that stuff out as well. And Cali Hockey says, I tried to drop kick the like button, but poured the mustard, so I limped away. Sir, it's okay. We're all getting older in age. I understand how it goes. You see, I got a little bit of a wider angle today because we're going to be putting some freaking crap on the table that I want you to be able to see. So you get a little bit more picture of how it goes behind the scenes a little bit. The iPad, you often see me guys looking at your comments. Another iPad over here to my right, making sure that you're not being completely crazy. I see there's a bunch of third legs here and only so many people that are freaking in drop kicking the like button so far. First off, CK, thank you for becoming a member of Rifle Company. That is well appreciated. If you are a member of Weapon Company and up, I did post a video today about how to make your own EDC reel, your EDC shorts. If you're dipping your toe a little bit on how to make these freaking videos and stuff like that, you can do it with an iPhone. You can do it with a Google phone, an Android. So that is a video for those that are a part of Weapons Company, and that is well appreciated. Risen is here, and Risen is a member, and I appreciate you being a member as well. And let's see, we got who else in the building today? KMA Outdoors and More is here saying hello to everyone. Well, hello to you. Thank you for stopping by. I do appreciate that. And let me move my freaking drink out the way. Of course, I got shit to do tomorrow, so we're not gonna bust open the bourbon today. We're going to have a Topo Chico or Topo Chico. Maybe I'm mispronouncing it wrong. Empty Lab says, hey, appreciate you stopping by, man. Making it happen. Big E in the house. Hey, what's up, man? Appreciate you stopping by as well. So let's get a few things going. Let's get a few things popping for today. CK spamming my face in chat. I always love to see it, man. I always love to see my own freaking grape in the chat. First off, now, this morning I had a EDC carry, which was more prone to the shit that I had to do today. Once that carry was done, once that was achieved, then I did decide to switch over to, let's see if we can see that, the Leatherman Free T4, kind of stretching my hand out as much as possible. But the Free T4, freaking really nice, easy doing multi-tool. That is just something that if you don't want to necessarily carry the biggest, the baddest multi-tool, then the Leatherman Free T4 usually gets the job done. It does not have a set of pliers on it, which was well appreciated because I carried freaking pliers all day long. We also have, I switched it out, got rid of that heavy ass Benchmade Adamas. Even though I like it, even though I really enjoyed it, I had to switch it out with the whole Deca. And this thing is fantastic. It is it's just a reverse Tanto style knife. It tries to run up with the big boys of the Benchmade bug out. And it's not quite there because it's a reverse Tanto style blade, but it's still a pleasure to carry. Very lightweight, great scales on it. It's pretty slicey, almost a full flat grind. So those of what's been kind of relegated to my pocket and all that good stuff here. Thank you most definitely for the comments on the mechanical keyboard. This is just one of those, weird mechanical keyboards, man, I picked up on Amazon. It's by this company called FICHIP. I don't even know if I know they're a Chinese company. I don't know if they're anything that's super reputable. And I'll give you more information if you want to see anything like that. Diana's wondering, do I have scissors? Yes, the Leatherman Free T4 has scissors on it. The scissors are on the back, so that allows for me to, I wanted to slim down. Earlier I had big bulky things. I did so much stuff today, but of course I don't want to go the entire rest of the day and not have stuff. So the Free T4 has scissors. All this stuff is linked up in the description if you want to go check it out. Comes in a lot of different colors. I have the Free T4 in three different colors. So the whole deck comes in multiple colors as well. We're going to keep the Free T4 out because I want to freaking pop open my Topo Chico. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly, man. Topo Chico is the mineral water, but this one has a hint of lime in it. So I definitely am down with quenching the thirst, man, because I was gonna actually have an espresso, then I was like, it's freaking 2200. I might want to go to bed not too much longer after this, so let's not do that. But we will also have a Herrera Estella by Drew Estate. A Herrera Estella by Drew Estate. Now, you might not be able to see that band, but it's just if you guys know Drew Estate, they make acids, they make house cigars, and of course my camera doesn't want to catch it, but a very, very, very good company. They make a variety of different cigars. Just going to use a regular, V cutter that you guys have seen me use quite a bit. And I'm going to enjoy this. I might not even finish this cigar. This is the type of cigar that I purchase in packs of 20. And my goal is to always finish the cigar. But if I don't, this is one of those cigars when I won't have my feelings all hurt if I don't make the cut. So we'll light it up with a butane torch. Freaking Amazon special here. And I'm going to jump into some of these bags that are critical. Now, this is just going to be part one because I got a lot of bags that I want to talk about. And I oftentimes see people, in my opinion, prioritizing bags incorrectly. And I'm going to show you the first two bags. I think if you're going to build survival bags or EDC bags, but mostly these two are mostly survival bags. These should be, in my opinion, the first two bags that you make before you do anything else. What do you think, chat? What should be the first two bags that you make before you do anything else? Is it going to be a bug out bag, a get home bag, and a freaking EDC bag? Is it going to be an urban assault kit? Is it going to be a tool bag? What are the first two bags that you should be making before you do anything else? I'm trying to get my cigar lit. That's why I haven't grabbed the bag yet, guys. I'm stalling because I really want to get that first good draw. I think we're there. We're almost there. I'm going to grab the first bag. Guys, the first bag that you should be making, is a freaking blackout bag or some type of emergency bag when you can sit at the house with your freaking family and have a way to take care of yourselves for a few days. This is my family's blackout bag. What the hell is a blackout bag? A blackout bag is a bag that you can have and keep your family comfortable for up to 72 hours. That is the purpose of this bag. It has things in here that will keep my family comfortable, allow for us to not completely kill each other. Now, I'm not going to go through this entire bag during this live stream. I want to just talk about some important things that I think that should be in your blackout bag. And I have linked below this blackout bag and why I think it's important that if you want to ensure that your freaking family's taken care of, one of the first bags you should be making is a blackout bag or a 72-hour bag that you can survive in your house with, inside of your house. Okay? This is the type of stuff that you should be keeping in order to know that you'll be good to go. So one of the things I have in here, I have these little lanterns. Now, the entire video for this blackout bag is linked up below. I've done a video on this, and I don't want to freaking beat a dead horse by going through it. I kind of give you a shot of what it all looks like, and then I'm going to get it off the table so you can we can kind of just talk through it. All sorts of stuff in here. We got med kits, right? Some of my favorite med kits that even my daughters know how to use. Wife knows how to use. I love the freaking Adventure Medical Company. Their kits are always built the same and they're very predictable. Okay. Med kits, by far, my favorite emergency radio is Midland. So having this type of stuff all in one kit, I think is ultra critical. We also have a trauma kit, right? So I have an ouchie boo boo kit, but I also have a trauma kit in here for if something incredible was to happen, that I could use this to service my family. My normal ouchie boo boo kit, anybody can use to service the family. We also have emergency drinking water in here. Tons of drinking water. I have enough drinking water in this bag that if we were to lose water, we will be able to maintain water for every person in my family for 3 days. And we also have stuff in here to keep us from going crazy. Okay. We also have stuff in here to keep us from going crazy. Let me take this off the table real quick. Now, one thing I will say about the blackout bag that I think is incredibly important is I think that since 2015, there have been more times when I needed a bag to sit around my house than I needed to walk home, or i.e. a get home bag, to bug out, an urban assault kit. I haven't had to use any of that stuff, right? I had to use my get home bag in a scenario for hunting, but not to actually get home. But I keep stuff in there to keep my kids' minds entertained, to keep the wife entertained, to keep myself entertained. And the biggest thing about your blackout bag, when you go watch that video, one thing I want you to keep in mind is you want your family to participate in their own survival. Okay? You want your family to participate in their own survival. Because oftentimes we build these kits, we build these bags, and we put it all on ourselves to make everyone survive. That's not the way we do things in this household. My 7-year-old has her own 72-hour bag, which is mostly coloring books, reading crap, playing cards, Pokemon cards, brushes, dolls, all that crap. But she participates in her own survival. Even my almost 2-year-old, he knows how to gather plates and he knows how to find food. Everybody knows how to participate in their own survival. This is a hygiene kit. This is a woman's hygiene kit that was put together for the blackout bag. So that's the first thing that you need to do, in my opinion. Let me know, chat, if you think I'm wrong, if the first thing you always do is a go bag or a get home bag, urban assault kit, some kind of survival bag, let me know, right? But I believe that if you're going to have a power outage, if you're going to be sitting at home for a long time, we've had Katrina 2005, Hurricane Harvey, Hurricane Irene. I had to deal with Superstorm Sandy when I lived in North Carolina. So you always want to build a bag for which will be doable for your survival. That's a blackout bag. So that bag is specifically designed for a power outage lasting 3 days. Lanterns in there. Everybody gets a flashlight, hand crank flashlights. Everybody gets battery operated flashlights. Everybody gets an emergency radio. Now, I get the best. I get Midland, right? My 7-year-old has an emergency radio. I don't even know what brand it is. It will work 3 days, but it won't have all the features. The first thing you need to be doing is 3 days of survival with no power at your house. Now, this is not counting a generator. Maybe you have a generator hooked to your house, then so be it. I have one for my house. My generator is designed to keep the first floor of a 2-story house, to keep my first floor going, right? Keep the refrigerator going. I have an infant to keep that type of stuff good to go. But if that fails, I need to have a backup. So that's the first thing that I think is incredibly important. And before we move to the second thing, let's see what's going on with chat real quick, man, because like I say, there's places you could be and you guys have made the pit stop here, and that is well appreciated. Risen said a tool bag, which is a great guess, but Risen, my friend, we decided to go with the blackout bag. So that was number one. Let me get this off the screen so you can see a little bit better real quick as I get ready to throw the next bag onto the screen. All right, and we also have, let's see. CK just mentioned I used to smoke Soprano cigars. Okay, I've never heard of those, but I'm sure they are tasty. CK is also mentioning guessing a home bag, you know, and that's a lot of people tend to go with that first. But as I mentioned, I think that a way to survive inside of your house is a little bit more important versus a get home bag. Chris says, I have a power outage bag, a deck of cards, a board games is great in addition, combating boarding of family members. Yeah, I think that is super important. Just having something, I just call it a blackout bag. You can call it whatever you want. But the reason I call it a blackout bag, the reason it's hyper yellow neon is so that when you go and look into that freaking closet, you can clearly see that that's the bag I want you to grab so we can use it for survival. Common Sense Cafe is here as well. What's good? Appreciate you stopping by on a late night. And let's see. Empty Lab says makes sense. It is the most likely. It is. 2000. We've had 2 winter storms here in the DFW Metroplex. We don't live in the north. We don't live in the north, folks. When we get a half an inch of snow, guess what happens to the city of Dallas? Guess what happens to the city of Dallas when we get a half an inch of snow? We shut down. Guess what happens when we get a sheet of ice? We shut down. The power grid goes down. It has happened twice. The first time it happened, I had a bartering kit. If you guys get bored, you need some good shit to watch, go to my page, look up SHTF bartering kit. I had a bartering kit and I had a blackout bag. I was trading because Walmart was closed. I was trading cigarettes. I was trading tissue. I was trading candy with my neighbors to get essential items that we needed. Blackout bag, my opinion, is by far the most important thing you should be going for first. Curtis is just saying, I'm just not starting getting with this whole preparedness journey. Listen, I don't go too extreme when it comes to preparedness. Everything I do when it comes to prep is only with the mindset of at most 7 days. So my bug out bag, which I'll do a video on, that won't be a live, that'll be a dedicated video. That bag is designed for my family to survive off grid for 7 days, my entire family. So some people do prep to where they can survive for 7 months, 7 years. I don't have time to pack all that. That's a lot of shit. That's a lot of calories per person per day. I don't have time for that. That math hurts my head. So if you're just starting in this, my advice would be start your preparedness mindset with anything that you do 3 days. Bug out bag. Can you survive for 3 days off your bug out bag? Get home bag. Can you walk for 3 days with your get home bag? Blackout bag. Can you sit around your house and pick your nose for 3 days with your blackout bag? That's a good mindset to start with. Seer King says, I do a survival bag. I don't call it anything. A bug out bag, a get home bag. I just call it a survival bag. You can call it whatever, but you want. Okay, I get it. Yeah. And let's see. Anthony asks, have you thought about making separate bags for each family member instead of one? Yes, I have. And my family basically told me to pound sand. So my 7-year-old, she's all about it. She is all about it. And I definitely was able to convince her to have a bag. She has survival bags. My 14-year-old, which should be 14 next month, she's kind of on the fence about it, that teenage shit, but I'm going to make her carry the crap. My wife is not about it. She has no interest. If we have to bug out, and the intent is to bug out in my vehicle, I have EMP safety stuff on my vehicle. So if the EMP were to happen, hopefully my vehicle will still crank up. But if we have to go on foot, she's not interested. I'm getting her to participate in her own survival, but right now I ruck. So when I build a bag, I ruck my bags. What the hell does rucking mean? That means to hike or to walk literally with the bags that you prepare. So I have a trail in my house. I will ruck 5 to 10 miles with the bags that I carry. I figure out that the shoulder strap's not quite comfortable. I'm gonna wrap it in duct tape. I figure out it doesn't sit high enough. I'm gonna figure out a way to make the straps better. I figure out, I don't wanna wear the waist strap. It makes me feel fat, right? So I figure these things out when I ruck with my gear. So no, I have thought about it, but you know. And let's see, Chris Hall says, I'm a power lineman. I see the storm is unprepared. Looks like, yeah. And first off, thank you for your service. That's a service in my opinion. Being able to get out there and be on call to make that stuff happen, but it happens all the time. From the hood to the woods is here as well. As for your Paul, I sleep 3 hours a day and I work nights, father 5. Wow. Okay. Well, first off, I'm a father of 4. My wife is pregnant, so I think I'm about to be in the same boat. And second of all, man, 3 hours of sleep, you make it happen. I'll probably get about 5 to 6 myself. So yeah, the Fossil Channel's here as well. Good evening. Nice for you to stop by. Appreciate you stopping by. Make sure you guys are in the Discord. We like to talk about stuff a little bit more detail in the Discord. Diana says she has a portable Panasonic pocket radio. Works good. Takes 2 AA batteries. Cost around $20. Yeah. Portable radio. Diana, does that have a hand crank feature and a flashlight? It doesn't need that stuff, but the Midland. So one thing I like about the Midland, it is so heavy duty and it's so well built. Listen, guys, when it comes to this Midland radio, I talked about recently in a live stream, making sure that you do gear maintenance. I literally have not done a quote unquote battery check on this Midland radio. Where are we at? The bar, you see it has 2 bars left in there. I have not checked this thing in probably, we had tornadoes in May, and that's when the last time I grabbed my bag. This thing still has a battery. It charges via solar, but it also can just use LED and fluorescent light to charge. It has a hand crank. So if I want to just hand crank it, I can use that as well. And then it also uses batteries. So redundancy, but this thing is like $60. So I think it actually might be more than that. When you go to check out the bag, if you go click on the link in the video and watch this blackout bag video, the link will be in the description of how much this bag costs. But yeah, just have something. Have some type of way to get a report on the weather. Now, why would you want that? Why would you want to have a way to get the report on the weather? I just mentioned we had tornadoes, right? And we relied on my cable's YouTube TV. YouTube TV is based on the internet. Most folks who have cable nowadays, if you still have cable, if you haven't cut the cord yet, if you don't, your local channels is probably dependent on your internet. And as soon as you lose the internet, you lose your weather. As soon as you lose cell phone towers, you lose your weather app on your freaking iPhone. You need a weather radio, guys, at a minimum. A good weather radio. Multiple power options. It needs to be able to, what is it called? Is it NOAA? Directly tie in with NOAA because that's going to get the most up-to-date information. Let's Go Coffee is here. Appreciate you stopping by, man, for the late night session. Make sure you hit that like button. Let everybody know freaking if they're still up, they're rubbing their eyes, they know what to watch. They can stop by here and get a little bit of juice. Risen, thank you for stopping by and thank you for being a member. JDL's here saying what's up. We're gonna move on to the next bag here. I just want to make sure. Fossil Channel says I'm working on a family emergency kit for blackout. Perfect. I look forward to your video. If you guys haven't heard of the Fossil Channel, take some time, open a second tab, or if you're on your phone, freaking do the little swipe feature, let my little face hover on your phone, open up Google Chrome or Safari, type Fossil Channel. Common Sense Cafe says I live in Dallas and last year was a nightmare. The whole city shut down. Yeah. And you know what, Common Sense? When the whole city shut down, you know what my family was doing? We were chilling. We were chilling. I'm not trying to brag, but we were very comfortable. There was a pecan tree that was down near my house. I took my Fisker's axe over there. Freaking, I was able to process a bunch of wood. I had 4 days worth of firewood that I had to go out there and chop. I took a reciprocating saw, the Fisker's axe, a maul, and I made fire. We were comfortable because of a get home bag and a little bit of preparation. Guess what Dallas is entering to right now? Another freaking fall and winter. Another freaking fall and winter. Curtis says he's a DFW native himself. Yes. Now, King Arthur says I have survival buckets. I think survival buckets make a lot of sense. I do. I do believe that survival buckets make a lot of sense. I don't have them. You know, I have 4 survival buckets in my pantry because I have room for it. But if I bug out, I'm not grabbing them and taking them with me. My bug out area is in East Texas. My other bug out area is in the beginning of West Texas in Jack County, Jack Sparrow specifically. So I might throw them in the truck, but most likely I will not. Seer King says you can survive 3 days without any bag at all. I agree, but if you have no experience, a bag can give you a sense of comfort, right? So imagine, you know, you need that sense of comfort in order and with the ability to survive. Anybody ever been scuba diving or snorkeling before? So like when you go scuba diving or snorkeling, your body is equipped to when you go underwater, what does your body naturally do? Your body tells yourself, as soon as you go underwater, to hold your breath. Even if you have a snorkel in your mouth, your body's telling you like, what are you doing? Down here trying to breathe? Don't be an idiot, right? But sometimes, by that concept, Seer King, you can hold your breath for a certain amount of time. But if you train your body, if you train your mind with a snorkel, with a respirator, right? You can train yourself to have it used to being in your mouth. So next time you go in the water, you can say, oh, okay, it's okay to breathe. It's okay to survive these 3 days because I have this bag. You're not all over the place, if that makes sense. So yeah, you can do it. I recommend at a minimum having something that will make it a little bit better as well. Let's see if there's any questions before I move on. If you have a question, guys, put a Q colon in front of it. I might be able to grab your questions and absolutely you're more than welcome to throw a super chat. Those 2 things are what catch my attention the easiest because I'm scrolling through all these comments and sometimes I cannot see your question. So let's go through here. Let's see. Okay, so Bill's wondering, I hope the sink went well. Love the full side of Dom. Yeah, I did have to go to, I don't know if you ever heard this place called a Locks Plumbing Supply. I went there like 3 times. You guys ever did a home improvement project and thought you were 100% prepared? Yeah, that was me today. I wasn't. Luckily, they're only like 7 minutes from my house. So all right, now let's move on to the next bag that I believe you should be doing. First off, Earl, thanks for being a member. And also, absolutely, thanks for being a member of Rifle Company. And thanks for stopping by, sir. It says, I clicked the bell, but YouTube doesn't notify me when you're live. Glad I caught it. Yeah, so when you click the bell, Earl, you have to make sure when you click that bell, sometimes it's personalized. You have to make sure you click all. And it should work. If it still doesn't work, then freaking just throw your phone at the wall. and that might make it work a little bit better. Now, what is the next bag that you should be doing as you go through YouTube University? You're going through, you're motivated, you want to get into the world of EDC, survival, prep, man cave shit. What should be the next bag that you're preparing? What should be the next bag that you are preparing? What do you think, chat? What should be the next bag that you're preparing if you're trying to get into the world of survival, EDC, prep crap? What do you think that next bag should be that you are preparing? That next bag needs to be some form of get home bag. Some form of get home bag. Now, my get home bag is a cannibalized SE advanced survival kit. My get home bag is a cannibalized SE survival kit. Okay. Now I bought the SE advanced survival kit. The SE advanced survival kit is freaking, what is it? $500, $700. The price is just going up and up and up. It's going through the roof. So I got the kit from SE. I bought it myself. They did not send this to me. I paid full price for it back when it was back at a more quote unquote normal price, right? And I got the SE survival kit, and I didn't think, I was going to actually remake my get home bag, and I decided to use their bag because I love the way this thing, how small it was. Now, what do you need in a get home bag? Now, I'm not going to go over this entire bag because also linked in the description is my newest get home bag. But listen, the goal of my get home bag is to be able to get back home to my family. Okay. I imagine I'm going to be no more than 30, 35 miles away from the house, and I want to get back home to my wife and kids. My vehicle breaks down. I drive a lifted truck with 20s and 35s. I don't keep a spare tire. If I break down coming back from my hunting property and I can't get a hold of anybody, I'm going to start walking. Now, most likely I'll get a cell phone signal, right, in time enough for me to stop walking. But there's a possibility I might have to do a lot of freaking walking. My get home bag is for me to get home, and it's prepared for me to walk approximately 30 miles, 10 miles a day. This is an easy ruck. You don't have to buy the SE survival bag. It is expensive even as a naked bag. Okay. Now, the SE survival bag is a great bag. In this thing, I do have several things that come in handy for myself. On the outside of the bag, I do keep a little green flashlight. Actually, is this one green or white? Yeah, this one's green. The reason I keep a green one on the outside is because if I'm walking and my eyes have gotten used to a sort of night vision, right? I want to kill my night vision by using a white light. So, humans do have a little bit of night vision, guys. We got a pinch. We got a smidge of night vision. And if you stand outside of your vehicle for about 20 minutes, you will adapt to the night, the night that's around you, the moonlight that's around you. And if you just keep a green light, you won't completely destroy that night vision, right? So I have a night vision on the outside. Also have an Acme whistle on the outside. And I'm not, like I said, not fully going over all of this stuff, mainly because I have this link below that talks about everything I keep on this bag. And I also have a 120 decibel emergency pool here. So if I'm in some type of emergency, I need to gain some attention. I can't blow. Something's going on with my lip. Or if it's a straight emergency, I can pull this in 120 decibels, louder than your freaking Apple Watch Ultra. For all you freaking folks out there that are Apple, this is louder than that. Okay. Normally on the outside too, I keep my map pouch. I think it fell off right before this video, but whatever. That map pouch has a map of the DFW area all the way to East Texas, because most likely I'll be coming from East Texas. And it also has $20 in that map pouch that's hidden in a slight pouch. Matter of fact, let me grab it because it fell off. So here's the map pouch that I'm talking about. So this has my base compass. This has a map of the DFW area. And it also has hidden away in here some emergency cash and a notebook. So I have everything I need just in this little area to start my walk, okay? So absolutely always the greatest thing to be able to do. Curtis is wondering, first off, Curtis, thank you for the super chat. How do I become a member? Think I can learn a lot here. So yeah, if you go to my, if you go into the link in the description, Earl, I think I have moderators here. You can put the, paste the link in chat. You can click that, Curtis. You can push the join button. And we have memberships all the way from boot camp, all the way up to headquarters. You can check all those out and see which one works the best for you. Thank you for the super chat. But yeah, so the get home bag for myself is to get home from mostly from East Texas if I'm coming from my property in East Texas, or from West Texas if I'm coming from the hunting lease that I have. Okay. Now this also clamshells all the way open. Oh my God, it's so lovely. Just makes me feel good. And so every time I get into this bag, it just gives me the heebie-jeebies. But this bag has everything I need tucked neatly into one for me to be able to just comfortably walk home. Tarps, it has my water purification bottles, it has cordage. It does have a regular flashlight. So I talked about the green flashlight not killing my night vision. It has a regular flashlight in here as well. It has the Leatherman mutt up here at the top that I'm knife handing. It has freaking Israeli bandage, med kits. Not gonna fully go over this thing. Like I said, if you want more meat and potatoes about this bag, click on the link in the description. It's gonna fully go over my get home bag and how I don't think you should overkill a get home bag. I do not believe you should overkill a get home bag. I don't believe you should do anything that's excessive. You should plan on, in my opinion, I don't plan on walking more than 30 miles with this thing. I do not plan on walking more than 30 miles with this thing. Now, I do have a few other bags we'll talk about because I got a lot more and I want to just be able to go over those. And I carry certain bags for certain reasons. But the first two that I showed you are bags that are somewhere in my proximity at all times, wherever I'm at. Okay. So if I'm at home, my blackout bag is in a closet. If I am out and about in my truck, my get home bag is strapped to the molly panels in my truck. So it's important, in my opinion. These are the first two bags. If you're going to do anything else, those are the first two bags you should think about making. Let me take a sip. We're going to jump back in the chat. Absolutely. Let's see what else we got here. All right. So Jay saying it's first aid and more importantly, first aid courses if you have no prior experience. Yeah. I have a video that says the first 4 things you need to know how to do for survival. One of those things is, at a minimum, administer CPR and being able to give first aid to someone else. So go to my channel. The first 4 things you should know how to do for survival. There's more, but there are 4 courses I think that you should take if you're going to get into the world of survival. One of them has to do with first aid and medical. So yes, absolutely great advice there as well. Earl mentions probably some cash. Yeah, I talked about that. In my map pouch, I have that cash. I also have cash in my keys. If you guys have seen plenty of times, my emergency cash. So on me at all times, I got at least $40 in cash. Is that going to be enough? Yeah, it'd be enough to get me from A to B. Chris says, I have a Samsung smart tags in the family members go bags, the kiddos bags, cheap insurance policy to help find a loved one in the chaotic. That's a great idea. So I thought about going over my entire bug out plan with you guys. I have binders in both vehicles. I have plans on where we're gonna go. I oftentimes go hunting. Next month, I'll be hunting. I'll be away from my family for several days. There's a plan that my wife can open a binder and she can follow, and the things she needs to grab, how she needs to put them in her vehicle, and where she needs to go in a binder. Now, she's not going to participate in her survival beyond that. She's not going to be rucking 30 miles or any of that crap. But she is willing to grab the binder that I put together. It has important information. My 7-year-old is allergic to everything on earth. Tree nuts, peanuts, freaking anything that has to do with the word nut. She's allergic to it. She's allergic to freaking eggs, eggshells, all that crap. So we have all that information in binders. If my wife were to get hurt, that identifies what you cannot give my kids, etc., etc. So I thought about doing something like that as well. But yeah, it's important to know what your plan is for bugging out. We'll talk about bugging out. That's not one of the first two I talked about, because bugging out is not very likely. It's just not. Now, bugging out for some type of urban event is not very likely, but bugging out could be likely if you're mandatory evacuation. You live in Houston, I lived in North Carolina. I had to bug out, quote unquote, bug out because of a hurricane. If you live in Florida, you don't live in a concrete house and you're not some type of warrior or something like that, then you might be bugging out or something. So bugging out might be a plan that you might want to plan on as well. Let's see what it got her. Nice live stream. Would you like to stay and hang out for a while, but work is calling? Nice one. Hey, appreciate you stopping by, man. I do appreciate you stopping by. Let's see. We got Heidi saying, sorry I'm late. But Heidi, you're not that late, because I do plan on doing a reaction. If you guys want to stop by, I plan on watching a video. This has to do with tools and all that type of stuff. But before I go into my reaction video, if anybody has any questions, feel free to let me know in chat. We can talk about some of those before, or even if you haven't had a chance, obviously you haven't had a chance to click the video and go to my blackout bag, click the video and go to my get home bag. So if you have questions about, hey, you know, what do you think this or what do you think that, more than welcome to put those into chat as I prepare to get ready to do a reaction. The reaction I'm going to do, hey Earl, I appreciate you dropping that into chat for those that are interested in becoming a member. But yeah, the reaction I'm going to do is going to be for some tool deals that I'm interested in picking up. So if you're into that type of shit, tools, EDC, I don't know if you guys watched the Den of Tools, The Bear. I'm about to watch that. I need to watch my freaking tool deals of the week. So that's what I'm going to be reacting to here in a second. So let's see. G-Man Tube TV is saying, can you cover some multi-tools under $50? I can. Most of them won't have pliers that are reliable. I mean, we can talk about, like, that might be a video I do, like a long form video, not a live, but you know, like this free T4 that I'm carrying, that I have right here. This free T4 doesn't have pliers on it, and it's usually around the $60 mark. It rarely drops below. It rarely drops below $60. So we can talk about that. The free T4 is something that we have, but it just depends on what more information you want. Matter of fact, GameTube TV, G-Man Tube TV, join my Discord if you're not already there, and get into chat. Even if I can't answer the question, if you get into my chat, get into my Discord, someone else can guide you. We got the Fossil channel, we got Chris Johnson, we got a lot of folks who are in, or Risen is there, a lot of folks who are in the Discord who can help you with that type of stuff as well. James says, how many spare clips are in your bag? So spare clips in my bag. So my Urban Assault kit is where the spare clips are. That's a bag. That's a live stream for another day. My Urban Assault kit is a kit that is designed for me to ruck or walk home. And that's where the boom power is. That's where the spare clips are. And I'm getting back home to my family, or I'm going to be laid into the ground. Those are my two options with my Urban Assault kit. My Urban Assault kit's goal is to evade, fight, and recover. We'll talk about that another day. My Urban Assault kit is designed for me to evade, fight if I have to, egress so that I may recover and continue trying to get home. I am not trying to freaking take out the whole enemy and all the other crap. I'm trying to get away from the threat so I continue to get my way home. The times I take my urban assault kit with me is if I'm going to downtown Dallas, if I'm going to an area I've never been before, if I'm going to an area where there's a possibility where I might need to get the boomstick out and get my ass home. We've had incidents, and I think someone said they live in Dallas, where downtown Dallas literally have people out there with long rifles and making the city go crazy. I'm not going to be the guy that's down there assed out. So we'll talk about that, how many spare clips I keep in my urban assault kit here in a second. Yeah, so there is a link to the Discord, and my moderators can drop a link to the Discord as well. The link is in the description. The link is in the description for my Discord. So you should be able to catch that as well. Now, what I'm gonna do is I gotta freaking check out my boy Dinner Tools here, man. I gotta check out my boy Dinner Tools. Let me pull this open. Smash the like button. Yes, TR, man, I appreciate you reminding folks that they need to freaking drop kick the like button. Now, my intention is, I wanted to react to some of the deals that the Bear has going on. And he just posted this 9 hours ago. If you're interested in just seeing some deals and stuff like that, you're more than welcome to stop and watch. And I'm going to watch this and check this out, see some deals and some stuff that I'm definitely thinking about snagging. If you need to call it a night, then I understand that as well. Make sure you turn on the notifications. So that you will see when I go live and we talk about more bags, or we talk about coffee, or we talk about EDC or whatever. There are a lot of channels that are similar to mine. But I like to go live pretty often. Earl says, have you checked out the XS Knipex pliers wrench? Yeah, I have some in my wife's bag. He has here in his thumbnail that. So let's check that out real quick.
Howdy ho, guys and gals.
Actually, let me put this on. That is choppy sounding. Let's put this on Google Chrome.
Howdy ho, guys and gals. It's Red, your friendly neighborhood tool bear, back again here in the old.
So listen, guys, if you have not heard of the Dinner Tools, man, you got to go check him out. I like to check him out for different tool deals. He also sometimes has EDC. I don't know how he finds this shit. I don't know if these companies send it to him, but you guys ever wonder like where I get my gear? Where do I find tools? Where do I find that type of stuff? It's from the Dinner Tools. He has like some type of magician with finding this stuff. And oftentimes I would just rely on him when it comes to finding different
Dinner
deals.
Tools, and today is Monday, October 24th, which means it's time for Deals of the Week.
Yes, he's an animatronic freaking bear. I get that. But hey, he does have the deals. He does have the stuff that I like to normally check out. And so I'm definitely going to see what is popping.
All right, before we jump into it, we want to give you a reminder. We save the hottest deals towards the last. We're going to save my best deal, my choicest deal there for last. And on top of it, because we're getting towards the holiday seasons, the Bears thrown in.
I don't think I'm going to make it through this whole video. It's 30 minutes, and I like to stop and run my mouth. But we are going to see what deals. And you can most definitely put freaking Dinner Tools in it if I don't make it through the video, so that you can go check it out yourself.
Some holiday gift ideas after that as well, so stay tuned for all of that. First off, let's jump over to Acme Tools. They're selling the Milwaukee headlamp USB rechargeable low profile.
Now listen, guys, first off, the Milwaukee headlamp, and first item, I'm already stopping to tell you this, but if you're trying to, we were just talking about a freaking get home bag. We were just talking about a freaking blackout bag, a headlamp. First off, Milwaukee never has their headlamps on sale, ever. But you can get the headlamp. You can throw that in your freaking get home bag. They're super reliable. I use Milwaukee M12 around the house. This is something that you would have, especially for your get home bag. So that if you decide you want to walk, this is something that you can use, and it's rechargeable.
This is a nice lamp. Now, Milwaukee, of course, charges a lot for any of their light systems. This thing normally lists for $106. It's on sale for under 70 bucks. Under 70 bucks. And on top of that, they're going to give you a free Milwaukee hat.
I don't know if I need a hat, but I get it. Under $70 is a good deal. It may sound like a lot, but if you get on Amazon and you look up headlamps, you're going to see like Energizer, you're going to see Petzl, you're going to see a lot of the big brands, but Milwaukee is kicking the door in on having that. And it has freaking 2 points of contact. It goes over the top of your grape and it goes around your noggin as well. You don't have to wear both, but it's something you might want to look into.
Gotta love that. Anyway, let's jump on over. And of course, everyone, there'll be the links down below the video. I'm sure you can claw down there and find them. Anyway, we got the Yes Welder. We got 3 deals from here from Yes Welder.
Do you guys do welding? So I do a lot of woodworking crap, and my granddaddy does welding. I'm interested in welding because I want to make barbecue grills, but I don't know about $749 to make barbecue grills.
These are even better than the deals on the Yes Welder site. You know, Yes Welder is a friend of the channel. They've sent us some stuff over for review and whatnot. Just fantastic, probably best bang for the buck out there going right now. We got the TIG 250P. This is a 250 amp AC/DC aluminum TIG welder with pulse, digital inverter, TIG.
Yeah, I don't know what any of that shit means. Maybe weld is not for me. Let me know, chat. If you do welding, freaking let me know in the chat, because maybe it's not for me, because I don't even have the table for it. My workbench is made of wood. I don't think you should be welding on wood. That sounds freaking complicated.
TIG stick 220, normally $750. It's on sale. There's a coupon, a little clicky coupon here, $200 off. That takes us down to $550 for that machine. That is a ridiculous price on that. All right, next up we got this, the Yes Welder MiG 250.
Now that might be something more in my alley. It's smaller footprint. Even that first one, $200 off, still didn't seem like something I need to jump on.
Pro. This is again gas MiG, gasless flux. It does lift, TIG, stick, all of that, all in one machine here. It is spool gun compatible. Doesn't come with one, but if you want to throw a spool gun on there, then you're doing aluminum as well. $500 seems a reasonable price on this, but no, we've got a coupon, little click coupon here, $100 off. That's gonna take you down to $400. But still out of your budget? How about this? Yes Welder's MiG 205 there, the 205.
Yeah, Yes Welder must send this stuff to him, because there's back-to-back Yes Welder deals, but B, I guess this last deal, $399, and I'm assuming he has a coupon for this as well. This might be a reason for me to kick the door in when it comes to a welder. But I don't know, man. Is there a steep learning curve, chat? Let me know, chat. Is there a steep learning curve when it comes to welding?
5DS, sorry. MiG welder, 110, 220, dual voltage, of course, gasless MiG, that aka flux core, MiG and lift TIG and arc as well.
I swear, I think he's speaking Mandarin or Chinese or whatever it's called. I don't know what the bear is saying right now.
One multi-process welder there with the click coupon here, 90 bucks off. That's 400. That takes it into 310. 310 for this thing. That's insane. All right, now let's keep going here. Okay, so we did a little poll over on the community section. This is my channel here, our channel right there. And on the community section, if you're not following the community section, you're missing out on all the fun stuff. Anyway, we did a poll. What do you prefer, Bluetooth or dedicated reader for when you're checking your car's?
Dedicated reader. I don't know, guys. You have the Bluetooth, so you can have like the Bluetooth in your freaking what is it? The port, the OD, whatever port on your vehicle. You can have one that's constantly plugged up in there, and it Bluetooth talks to your phone. And if there's anything going on with your vehicle, it will let you know on your phone. You can also have it plugged up in there, and it will talk to your infotainment center. But I think it's way more reliable to have a dedicated sensor. And for me personally, I keep in my port at all times a V4 delete. I drive a GMC Sierra, and I don't like when it drops down to V4 mode. So I keep a tool in there that deletes that out, and it keeps it in V8 at all times. But if I have an issue, I prefer to hook up a dedicated machine.
OBD2 settings there. And option 1 was the number. Look at that. That was huge. 74% said, no, I want a dedicated with the cable, plug it in. Some people like the convenience of Bluetooth, but most people like that. So you know what? We've had the deal there. That's the Foxwell. This is the NT301.
Yeah, that's a good deal, even with no coupon. 56 bucks, especially that's like an ultimate DIYer, guys. Listen, if you got a bug out vehicle, if you just got a vehicle at home, you like to do your own crap, that's a good price at 56 bucks. And it probably has more than you or we need as DIYers. You know, if I have a check engine light and I want to be able to clear it for an inspection, or if I just want to be able to know what the hell is going on, you know, I definitely would get the
One
Foxwell.
OBD2 scanner there, and it's $56 plus an extra 5% off when you click the coupon. That is a good, solid DIY weekend warrior kind of reader there, and I've used it before. I think they sent me one a year or so ago. I ended up giving it to a friend because I got some bigger, more professional style readers that do way more than I know what to do with them.
And so he has ones that are more powerful than that. My opinion, the Foxwell, and I don't know a lot of brands when it comes to these freaking OBD2 readers, but I know Foxwell, that does more than a DIYer needs. More than AutoZone. Guys, if you go to Advanced Auto Parts, AutoZone, they hook it up into your freaking sensor and they print off a receipt and says it could be this, 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 or this. Me personally, I would take it to a mechanic, spend the 1 hour of diagnostics. Most mechanics charge a 1 hour diagnostics fee. So 75, 85 bucks, and let them diagnose the problem.
Anyway, $56 is a great deal. 5% off that, just icing on the cake. All right, speaking of icing on the cake, we got Knipex. There's some pretty tools right there.
Listen, Knipex, I know he's about to jump into it, but I think Earl talked about this earlier. Knipex are the tools I keep in my EDC toolkits because they delete the need of having an adjustable channel lock type pliers. And sometimes, depending on how you use them, you can even get them to be used in place of long nose or needle nose type pliers, depending on the ones you buy. They're pricey, but they're made in Germany and they're great. And I've been using them for years.
3-piece pliers wrench set. Okay, and what a pliers wrench is, it's a pliers, but the jaws stay parallel like a wrench, and you can really get a grip on some stuff with these things. They're fantastic, such smooth operation on them. And of course, Knipex, probably the top line in pliers. They're not inexpensive. $145 is the list. Lowest price in 30 days, lowest price in a while, $118.53.
Yeah, that's a good deal. Like, I don't know if I would buy the 3-pack unless you just don't have, I got 2 big toolboxes behind me full of shit. I don't need the freaking 3-pack. But if you just really need to get started, I would look at getting the 7-inch version of these. I don't know if the 7-inch is on sale. And maybe in your vehicle, keeping the 5-inch in there.
Is the going price on this 3-piece set. All right, next up, we've got Klein. You know I love Klein. If you can get a Klein tool for a decent price, I always say go for it if you're looking to do anything with electrical. We got the Klein clamp meter here. Say that 3 times fast. Down 17%, $52.78. That's a nice all-around good kind of clamp meter there for that price.
Yeah, at a minimum, my freaking home DIYers, guys, have some type of freaking voltage tester around the house. If you can see a plug is hot, so you won't look like an idiot trying to fix up on your house or anything like that. Or if you can see if you're running a circuit, if you can't figure out if a wire has a circuit running from A to B. So at a minimum, maybe not 52 bucks. I have an old Craftsman that I picked up years ago and it works just fine.
All right, next up, we've got the skill saw. We had the rear handle worm drive before. This is just your basic hook and loop, 5-inch, 8-hole, 80 grip sandpaper. No, it's not. It's a saw. I don't know what is up.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with that description. Skill saw, hook and loop, 5. That's for freaking sandpaper. Yeah, they must just have that mislabeled. But so skill saw, you guys ever done like stuff around your garage and someone may say, give me that skill saw, and they're pointing at a Metabo, give me that skill saw, and they're pointing at a Craftsman? Because Skill, they kind of came up with the original design for the 7.5-inch circular saw that you can use in your garage. Me personally, I like battery operated, but it's nothing wrong with having corded, because the corded's gonna outlaw the battery all day, every day.
Up with the description there, but as you can see here, this is listing a saw. It's 118 here. Let's come down here to the comments. Excellent saw, good quality saw. This is it's listing the saw, it's showing the saw, but it's talking about a sander. I don't know. It's up to you at that price. That is a pretty good price on that saw. Of course, with Amazon, if it doesn't work out, you can always get your money back. But
Yeah, that's the thing about Amazon, guys. He's showing these deals on Amazon's. If you buy it and they send you a pack of hook and loop sandpaper, you can always just take that shit to UPS or whoever and return it and get your money back.
I would probably be willing to risk that one. All right, next up, we got the Jump Surge from the JS2000 there from Top Don. Of course, we talked about Top Don before. They're a friend of the channel. And
Yeah, so like these companies have reached out to me and they've sent me these battery packs. I keep them. I use these battery packs in my EDC. My truck is my bug out vehicle, right? And I have them under the back seat of my truck. These things are great. They're useful for being able to jump. I mean, I drive a V8. It can jumpstart that. I don't know if it can, if it's going to be able to do a diesel, but I've had no issues with it at all. Being able to help someone else out, these jump packs work great. But you know what else I'll use them for is they usually are battery banks. So if you're sitting around and you're at some type of game, I like to bring soccer games up because my freaking 7-year-old just quit soccer 2 years ago, thank God. But we used to sit around those games and run out of freaking juice. You can pull those out and hook them up and juice up your devices as well.
and they just sent me this for testing. We're gonna have a video out on it later this week. Earlier this week, that'd be a good trick. Car battery jump starter, 2,000 amp peak battery jump starter for up to 8 liter. Well, I can tell you what, I used it on an 8-cylinder already, and it would jump that just fine. I'll have to see if I can hook it up to my my Cummins and see if it can start that beast. Anyway, we're gonna check that out and see what happens. It'll be $69.95 on that, 30% off, down from $100. They're gonna be really pushing this one over the holidays.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, he's saying it's down from $100. I will say now he may be working with this brand and he's pushing this brand. I think you can probably get one around the $49 mark. I wouldn't spend $69. 2,000 amps peak. And yeah, I probably would look around the $50 mark for something like that.
There. All right. Next up, we've got the Ru Tool Japanese handsaw. I gotta tell you, if you're looking for a good flush cut saw, the Japanese saws are just the best way to go with these. You get a double-sided 6-inch, and they're flexible. They really get in there. They do a nice clean cut. Look at this. There we go.
Yes. So I love my Japanese. So I do woodworking. I don't do videos on woodworking because I don't have time to set up cameras and get dust all in my shit. But I do woodworking. I built the table that I'm sitting at right now. We're sitting at. You guys are here with me. I built this table. And I put the logos on it and all that stuff myself. And so I love my Japanese handsaw when I need those very delicate detailed cuts.
Well, wait, where is it? There we go. You get a nice clean cut there on it. $14, but you're going to save an extra 5% with the coupon there. Taking this down a little bit more. It's going to be, was it like 75 cents or something off of that? Anyway, Lexivon. There we go. I can pronounce this thing. Their click type torque wrench. This is the 3/8 one. All right. This is 10 to 80. This is light duty kind of stuff.
Yeah, light duty. So listen, I know when you guys buy tools, you want to go big. And I got big ass toolboxes behind me. I get it. We want to go big. I got 3/4 inch freaking ratchets and wrenches and all that other crap. But 3/8 inch drive torque wrenches are fine. And they produce the pound of torque you need. May not be able to work on every part of your vehicle, but it's going to be a decent part of your vehicle. If you're going to be working on certain parts, if you're working on brakes, maybe you don't want to get something a little bit more precise. But if you're working on other parts of your vehicle, you should be fine with a 3/8 inch.
All right. And you may be like, well, I want something that goes up to 200. So the light duty, the more accurate light duty kind of stuff, if you're doing that kind of stuff, it's important to stick with that. All right. That goes down all the way down to 10 foot-pounds there.
And that's the thing, a 1/2 inch torque wrench, I don't know, other than maybe Snap-on or the ones that cost out of this world. I don't know any that go down to 10 foot-pounds at a 1/2 inch.
$31.47 on that. All right, Kazuma 3/8. We're sticking with the 3/8 here. This is the Impact Master Set here. We're looking at SAE and metric. We're looking at shallow and deep sockets, 6-point CRV steel sockets there. $53.97, and again, we got you covered with the 5% extra coupon there, knocking an extra 5% off of that. All right.
Now listen, if you're gonna have an EDC vehicle, EDC kit, I believe in having, at a minimum, a 3/8 inch socket set in there, right? But also, if you have the room and you got the freaking room, don't sell you don't. Okay. If you got the room, I would also say a 3/8 inch impact set or half-inch impact set. Put that in your vehicle as well. And I only say that if you are somewhere and yeah, working on your vehicle maybe, but if you're somewhere and you need it, right? Recently, I did help a friend mount a TV. They had all the hardware, all that other crap, and I did not want to use, even though you can, I did not want to use the freaking chrome sockets to mount that crap, because if I break it, they're just gonna look at me like, oh, it's your tools, you used it. So I like to keep a set like that in my truck as well.
Last item here for right now from Amazon is one I've purchased before. These are great little, basically surgical accurate kind of X-Acto knife kind of things. This is the TIDI pen. As you can see, I purchased this December 15th, 2018. I have this set. We've used it. This thing is fantastic there. Or was it $10.11 for the 3-pack there. That is, if you know somebody who's into crafting or something like that, doing some detail work, this is a great way to do it. It really feels good in the old paw there. It's a great way to do that. For $10, it's a nice set.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't think of utility for that, but it looks pretty nice. If you know somebody that might need that, you might want to jump on that.
All right, let's jump over to Woot. Woot, of course, is a sister company there for Amazon. Deal of the day site. They got the DeWalt charger with 2 batteries, the DC power stack, and we've got the XR.
Listen, this is a great... listen, I don't know what battery system you're in. I'm in Metabo HPT, and I'm in Milwaukee M12. But I used to be in DeWalt. I got out of DeWalt because their batteries are freaking expensive as shit. This is a good deal. $110 for the charger and 2 batteries. That's a really good deal because oftentimes you'll get a 4 amp hour battery for that price alone. These are the new DeWalt batteries. They got away from the old batteries because they suck. So if you have the old system, it sucks. But these are the new batteries. That's a pretty good deal as well.
There, look at that. So you're getting a power stack with that as well. I mean, that's a great deal right there. With the charger on top of that, the two batteries, that's a sweetheart of a deal if you're looking for some DeWalt stuff. If you want a little bit more juice, we got you covered. We got the DCB 205s 2-pack of the XR Max, I should say Max XR 5 amp hour batteries there, lithium ion 2-pack there. They're pricey batteries, and at $125 though, that is not a bad deal for DeWalt. Actually, that's a pretty good deal there for DeWalt.
Yeah, that's a really good deal. Those 5 amp hour batteries can be $100 by themselves. You're gonna want a big battery like that. Oftentimes, I will put my circ saw in my truck. If I go to freaking a box store and I want to cut down sheet goods before I throw them in my truck, I take my freaking circ saw. You need a big battery if you're gonna be ripping through sheet goods. You're going to need a big battery if you want to run your freaking portable vacuum around your freaking man cave, which I do all the time. You're going to want something with a lot of amperage.
All right, let's jump over to Walmart. We talked about jump starters before. If you want something more around the shop kind of stuff, check this out. 700 amp max jump starter there, triple USB charging ports, pivoting LED work light, $35.48.
That's a good deal. Everstart, I think they are exclusive now to Walmart, but Everstar's been around for years, and this is not their first rodeo. And I have a different brand than this, but if you want something, just keep it the house. You walk outside, you're in a winter storm, you got your blackout bag, you've survived for 3 days, and now your vehicle doesn't start. You can either A, look like an idiot, grabbing a jumper cable, trying to hook it to another vehicle and walk around on the ice and jump start it, or B, you can just freaking hook this thing up and crank start your vehicle and make life a lot easier.
Yeah, it's not going to fit in your glove compartment, but that's a beast of a charger there, and that's a pretty darn good price. Normally $60, that's almost half price on that. All right, still over there. This is just help you clean up around the house, maybe around the shop. The Shark Navigator lift away upright vacuum system here.
Damn, the bear got deals today. Okay, let's just keep it real. $98 for the Shark lift away. I'm not trying to purport to be a freaking master at all this crap, but this is literally knife hand, literally a freaking vacuum I have in my house right now. Use that crap on the stairs all the time. The lift away feature is clutch. Dyson is cool and all, But Dyson wants you all over their nuts if you're going to buy their stuff because of the aesthetics. Shark makes some good shit. So does Hoover. Hoover has deals on their website all the time. Matter of fact, I talked about that in one of my deals videos. But Shark, if you need a vacuum in your man cave, you don't always have to have the glitzy shop vac. You can buy some shit like this in your man cave as well.
And when I say liftway, the whole thing pops out and you can use it for cleaning stairs and upholstery and whatnot. I gotta tell you, my family, I've had the Dyson stuff, which of course, you know, everyone says is the best or whatnot. And I lost that in the divorce. And afterwards, I didn't have enough money to buy another Dyson. So I bought the Shark, and I've been...
Yeah, I lost a lot of shit in my divorce too. I'm on my second marriage, my last one. It's gonna be great. But when I got divorced, I lost all sorts of shit. So I feel you, Bear, on that type of stuff. If you're trying to restock, yeah, that's a good deal as well.
Please just punch with the Shark vacuums, $98. And I've been using those for years around the house. They're fantastic. So that's a great price on that. All right, we're over at Home Depot now. Now, this is not advertised. This is in-store only.
Hey, listen, guys. A lot of y'all wait for Black Friday and after Christmas sales for EDC stuff, tools and stuff like that. These companies will freaking hoe you if you wait till Black Friday, because the deals they have on Black Friday are just to get you into the store. But go follow the Bear, because he will show you deals throughout the year. And just looking at the front page of this flyer, I can tell that these deals compared to the Black Friday deals off rip. And it might be something you want to check out. Don't wait till Black Friday to stock up on your EDC or your tools and stuff like that.
And not every store is running this deal yet. This should be eventually at all stores, but what we're seeing here is it's almost like DeWalt Days is going on here. We got Black Friday down the corner, and they're running a DeWalt Days type deal. Buy this kit. This is the Max XR 4 tool kit there. $600, get 2 free tools. Buy this kit, the Atomic kit, and you know that Atomic is fantastic. That's their compact, but with full power there. $400 on that 4 tool kit there. And these are 4 real tools. There's not a single light to be found in.
Yeah, those are both good deals. And if you look on the far right, that deal for $199, that's comparable to that Woot deal that he just showed us, right? When it had 2 batteries, and I think it was like $100 and something bucks. So that's a pretty good deal. The deal on Woot is a little bit better, but yeah, don't sleep on these type of deals. If you're trying to get into a battery system, if you're trying to get out of Black & Decker, yes, you, Craig, get out of the Black & Decker system, get out of the Porter Cable system, because they're both dead. You want to get into a better system, this is the type of deal that you want to jump on.
This kit here, in any of these kits, I don't think. You get that kit, and then you get 1 tool free. And how about this? $200. You're getting that, basically that one kit I just showed you, or the 2 batteries I just showed you. You're getting the 2 5 amp hour, or no, I'm sorry, I take that back. You're getting the 4 and the 6 amp, essentially 2 5 amps. You're getting that plus the charger and the bag for $200, and you're getting a free tool on top of that. Which,
okay, yeah, that deal is better. You get a free tool, you get a bag. I like keeping extra chargers, right? I have chargers in my man cave, but I also keep chargers in my vehicle. So that if I go somewhere and I help somebody out, I can charge on the go. My vehicle can provide enough juice to charge a battery, and I'll plug it up in my vehicle and charge all the way.
which, by the way, one of the options there is, if you're in the DeWalt line looking just for more batteries, one of the options is the 60-volt flex volt battery. That's an option in there as well. And if you're in the Atomic line, some of them are the Atomic. We got the Atomic Impact, which is already, but how about this? The Atomic Bandsaw. That's a great pick right there. That's a nice little bandsaw. All sorts of great choices in here. I like that Atomic 20-volt, the SDS rotary hammer. I'd like to get my paws on one of those.
Yes, I love SDS Max, SDS Plus, being able to demo some crap. I'm in Metabo. If I see deals like that, I jump on it. If you see deals in the battery system that you are in, you've been trying to freaking get that angle grinder, that SDS, that blower, shop blower, circ saw, these are the type of deals that you want to search for as well.
All right, let's see what else we got over at Home Depot. We got some Milwaukee M12 stuff. We got the Crown Stapler, 2 batteries with a charger there. Special buy here. We're looking at $129 on that one.
Yeah, I'm going to buy that. The M12 stapler, that's a deal I'm going to be buying. I'm not even really concerned about the stapler. I'm more concerned about getting those batteries. Because the Milwaukee batteries are stupidly priced. and I want to get a few more batteries for my M12 system. The best way I see doing it is buying it in a set like that. So thank you, Bear, because I'm literally got my phone out because I'm going to be getting that deal.
Also from the M12 line, we've got the M12 hex impact driver with bag there. This is the fuel. This is the top of the line for the M12 impacts there. This is the fuel.
And Ethan's wondering, what is this channel called? This is called the Den of Tools. The Den of Tools. So if you just type Den of Tools, it should pop up. He always has great deals on freaking tools and all that other type of crap. The Den of Tools. He does this every single Monday. And a lot of stuff that's in my kits, he doesn't just do tools. He does EDC stuff. He does survival stuff. Any tool deals he has, he always makes sure he posts them every single Monday. He normally does it in the mornings. So the Den of Tools.
With the battery, with the charger, with the bag for $100.
Actually, I'm going to buy that kit. Nah, I'm not going to buy. I'll buy the other one. That's a good deal as well. If you're trying to get into M12, that's a fuel, which is the more powerful 12-volt system, which is like comparable to a 20-volt. That might be something you're looking to get into as well.
That's 60% off of the list price at $248. The fuel stuff is not cheap. That is a screaming hot deal right there. All right. Talk about good deals. If you've been looking, if you've been holding out for the holidays, maybe thinking, well, I'll wait for Black Friday and they'll do that miter saw with stand deal. That deal's here. That deal is now. You look at $400 for a 12-inch double bevel slided compound miter saw and the rolling miter saw stand.
That's a good deal. One thing I will say before I even talk about that, Blade Brigade EDC says need a Milwaukee heated jacket for when I go out in the field. So Milwaukee does do the heated jacket where you can put, I think, is it Blade Brigade? Is it the M12 or the 20 volt that you put in the jacket? Literally, it will keep you warm when you go out in those very, very cold temperatures. And that's a good deal you want. Now, me personally, this is a good deal. I don't know how much he has this priced at. I can't see the top. $399. So $399 is a decent deal, but in my opinion, guys, you don't need a freaking 12-inch miter saw unless you're just doing some crazy woodworking crap. I've been woodworking only about 3 years. I only have a 10-inch sliding compound miter saw, and I have had no issues with making crosscuts. So, this is a good deal, but they're freaking huge. They are humongous. So 10 inches is where I like to go. But if this is something you're interested in, then snag this as well. This might be something you snag as well.
I don't think you're going to see a better deal come Black Friday or not. At $400, they've been selling this saw for $400 in and of itself. That is a ridiculous price on that. This is a great deal. You're getting the 12-inch compound miter saw. You're getting the
M12. Okay, I got you, Blade Brigade. Yeah, but the $400 is good because that saw by itself is normally near $500, and then they're giving you the stand, which I wouldn't trust the stand forever in your shop. But if you don't have a lot of room, you need it to collapse, then the stand might be a good way to go. My miter saw is built into my workbench, and I'm gonna do a tour soon of my man cave and show you guys how mine's built in.
And now this is interesting because this says 12-inch double bevel compound miter saw. It doesn't mention that it's sliding, but it does say sliding miter saw up here. Let's come down here. Let's see the specifics. What are we adding in here? Here we go. Yeah, this is what I expected. It's the DWS 779, so you're not getting the drop shadow on it, and you're getting the stand with it as well. The price on that 779 has really jumped up. That is, DeWalt, yes, the 780, it's got the drop shadow. It used to be a much better saw. They downgraded the materials in it to match the 779. But you know what? If you're happy with not having the drop shadow light, especially the savings you get on and getting a free stand here, that would be the way to go.
Yeah, I agree. I don't have a drop shadow on my. What he's talking about drop shadow is more accurate than a laser on a miter saw. Drop shadow shows you exactly where the blade is going to go through the wood. And that probably just has a laser on it. But if you measure twice, measure the girth of the blade, you'll be fine.
All right, still over at Home Depot, the Husky table. If you know, been around the channel, I have this table.
Listen, guys, this is a banger of a table. A banger of a table. My freaking coffee mess is on this table. This is where all my espresso machine, my coffee machine, this is in my man cave. I have the longer, I think the 62-inch that was my desk in my man cave forever. I just upgraded to a electrical desk, but it's fantastic. I have a video on my channel. If you get bored, you can go check out that video where I bought this and I purposely hit it with a hammer. I burned it with a blowtorch. I made it look older than it really is. But if you want a standing option in your man cave, that bar that's in the middle, you can move that back. It doesn't have to be right there, but I keep mine in the middle because you can rest your feet on it. That's a cheap solution for a standing desk. And then you can put it like a little 10 millimeter, I think it's a 10 millimeter hex, and you can put it in there and zip it up and down, and it's almost electric. But that's a great deal, $199. If you want a very cheap standing desk option, that's something you might want to look into. And it's real wood, it's rubber wood, so you can drill through it, you can clamp stuff to it.
Tables are fantastic. Work great as a adjustable height workbench in the shop. Rolling wheels there with the adjustable height makes a great outfeed table. All sorts of stuff, you know, glue up table, that kind of miscellaneous use kind of table. You can move around the shop and use it for all sorts of stuff. I also have one that I use as a desk. Well, had my son stole it.
Yeah, he's mentioned to use it as a desk. I use mine as a desk forever. It has now since. Hey, listen, if you live in the Dallas area, and you're interested in buying, I think the one that I have is 52 inches. I'll sell you mine. Hit me up on Discord or hit me up in my DMs. I'll sell it to you for $50. $50. I have the one that has a drawer. $50. I'll sell that to you.
Because that's what the Cubs do. Anyway, if you do want to set up as a desk, this crossbar here can be mounted not just in the middle, but on the ends, like parallel next to the wheels going across over there. So you have room for your little toesies down under the desk. And just so you know,
yeah, he's mentioning moving it back for your toes. I recommend leaving it right in the middle. You can rest your feet on it, kind of like a footrest, and I like it in that configuration.
That handle pops off, and that is a hex 10 millimeter. Pop yourself your little 12-volt drill on there, and now you got a power drill up and down, or power desk up and down, nice and easy there, nice and smooth. It's a great little work surface. Now that's the 46-inch. It's on sale right now for $200. We got the 52-inch for $219, and the 62-inch for $248. Sorry, the 72-inch is $289. That is not on sale. So if you're looking to save some money, you got to go with these. But they're great desks. They can be a little tricky to put together, but
listen, he's saying that they're tricky to put together. Both of the ones that I bought the ones that I talked to the store manager. Now listen, you're gonna have to talk to the manager at the Home Depot that you go to. I was able to buy the desk or buy the work tables that were on the floor for a 10% discount, and that way I didn't have to put it together. And if you have a vehicle that's big enough, you can slap it in there. And so I haven't had to put one together. But you know, if you want to buy the ones on the floor, talk to the store manager. Oftentimes they'll just sell the one that's on the floor, and they'll make one of their workers put another one together and put it on the floor.
You know, once you got them together, they're just fine. All right, let's see. You're talking about some work surfaces. How about this?
Banger. I got to pause. This is a banger. I don't know about that. The price has gone up on it. But behind me right now is that 72-inch Husky toolbox. It's fantastic. I use it for my camera equipment. I have the 62-inch in white, which is behind me as well. You see that computer on. It's fantastic. You can raise and lower it. Same 10 millimeter adjustable handle. You can work on it. It holds plenty of stuff. And it has soft close features. If you like that, I like the soft close. Plenty of storage for your tools. Definitely look into checking some of that stuff out as well. It is a banger. Now, when I got it on Black Friday. It was $1,098. You can wait until it drops down to $1,098, but it might not drop down to that price again because Husky has been getting the money that they want for it. $1,148 is a good deal.
Boom, 72-inch wide, 24-inch deep, heavy duty, 18-drawer, mobile workbench, tool chest with adjustable height. Yes, look at that. Adjustable height top. I kid you not. Let me pull it up there. Look at that.
That thing is so great for storing your crap in. One thing I will say is if you get the 62 inch, if you get the 72 inch, they come almost fully assembled. No, actually, they come fully assembled. All you have to do is take them off the pallet. Rent you a trailer from U-Haul if you don't own one. Take it home, wheel it into your man cave. You're good to go. If you get anything smaller than that, the 46 inch, I will say that you're gonna have to put the casters on. But that's the only freaking assembly you have to do if you get anything smaller than the 62 inch.
Ain't she purty? Then you can do all sorts of.
Bear, that shit is purty, man. So one thing I talk about my EDC kits, it's about stuff that does it bring you joy. Now this is a piece of shop furniture, right? This is a piece of shop furniture, but me personally, I love the matte finish on these freaking toolboxes. I love it. I don't know if you can see them that well behind me, but I have the matte white one. I have the matte black one. They are so freaking, they're panty droppers. They're nice. I'm telling you, man. They're super duper nice toolboxes. At that price, it might be something you consider grabbing.
Stuff with this. That is, no one else is offering something like that. It is normally, was it $1,300? It's on sale right now for $1,148. You're saving $150 on that. That is a ridiculous workbench. I love that idea. Anyway, also, and we're not done with work.
Oh, man, my bad. Not trying to do that to you, Shane. Shane says these lives are not good for my budget. Listen, I'm not trying to make you spend all your money. But listen, if you're in the world of EDC, if you're man caves, survival type stuff, I just want to show you if you need the shit anyway, then oftentimes you come here, you go to the Bear, and you can find some deals that might work for you. So not necessarily trying to hit you over the head pocket wise, but just want to show you some deals.
Benches over at Home Depot. We got another one. How about this? The 61 inch by 26 inch deep, 10 drawer, 1 door mobile workbench with hardwood top, pegboard, also.
That has a lot of shit going on. I don't like, me personally, I don't like having pegboards on my workbench because it limits where you can put it. Hardcore DIY says, if you buy something from Home Depot, will they give you a cost adjustment if it goes on sale for Black Friday? So the way that, I don't know about Home Depot, but Lowe's. So one of my good buddies, literally he lives 3 doors down from me. He's a store manager of a Lowe's. If you buy something for Lowe's and within 30 days, the return period, basically, if you buy something within the return period and it goes on sale and it's a big ass item like that, go up there with your receipt and they normally refund you the difference. I'm sure Home Depot does something similar. So imagine you buy this for $669 and Black Friday, we're not quite, we're around Black Friday. It's October 24th today. I don't know what day Black Friday is, but if it drops down below this, go back up there with the receipt. The most they'll tell you is no. But, I would give it a go. I would give it a go hardcore DIY and just maybe see if you can get that deal while you still can.
Sorts of good stuff. Like this guy, big door down on the side. You can throw like a welding helmet stuff, all your bigger stuff in there. You got the drawer across the top. You got the pegboard up back. This is a great kind of one and done solution. You even have the power strip on the side. I bet you've got some USB ports on that as well. Yep. It's got 6 outlets and 2 USBs. 100.
That's not bad. Those bigger workbenches had the outlets, and they also had they have the USBs on them as well. The reason I don't like pegboards and I will say this, that pegboard is removable because even with these 72 inch and the 62 inch I have behind me, I can go to Home Depot and buy the pegboard and put it on the toolbox on the workbench if I wanted to. I don't like it because it limits, right now mine's under a TV. But you can take that pegboard off and you can just put it on the wall. So if you want this deal and you don't want to keep the pegboard attached, take it off, put it on a wall. Now you have a pegboard on a wall and you have a workbench.
20-pound soft rated soft closing drawers. I'm honestly not a fan of the soft closing drawers when it comes.
Bear. Now Bear has more experience than I do. He used to be in the trades and all that. I like the soft closing drawers, especially if I send somebody out to grab something from my tools. I don't want them slamming my shit because all my tools, my camera equipment is neatly, my EDC stuff, my knives, it's in those drawers neatly. So the soft close keeps my shit from going all over the place. I don't know why he doesn't like the soft close, but I like the soft close.
these sort of things. Maybe you are. Let me know down. Are you team soft close, or are you team just slam that sucker shut?
I don't know what chat. Put 1 in the chat. Put the number 1 in chat if you like soft close. Put 2 in the chat if you don't like soft close. I like soft close. Put 1 in the chat if you like soft close. Put 2 in the chat if you do not like soft close. Let's see what we got.
I kind of am. Rated for 2,500 pounds overall, $670. Not a bad deal. Not a bad deal. Now, for those of you who are like, well, I'll just wait till Black Friday. You might miss out. I mean, we've seen with Black Friday, they've been really just kind of scaling back on the size of the workbenches they're offering, and even the ones they do offer, it's real limited quantity. They're just trying to get people in the door.
Clint, thank you for stopping by. Clinton, thank you for stopping by, and also thank you for being a member. I think Clint is in Rifle Company. So Clinton, thank you for stopping by and being a part of the Discord. Chat is saying we got a bunch of number 1s. We got Risen like soft close, Empty Labs like soft close, Trey like soft close, Clinton like soft close, Let's Get Coffee like soft close. Bear, come on, man, get on the soft close train. Now Bear has a lot of the Craftsmans, and all his are the freaking hard close. Listen, Craftsman nowadays is not the Craftsman from the 70s and 80s. And a lot of Craftsman's no longer made in the USA, which is, if that's important to you, then the reason that, you can tell they're made somewhere else, they're sharp, and it just feels weird. So if you go to Lowe's and you buy a Craftsman toolbox, it's sharp. I feel like you can cut yourself on a goddamn Craftsman toolbox. The Huskies are not like that.
All right, let's jump over to Direct Tools. That's the outlet for TTI. That's Milwaukee, Rigid, Ryobi, Hart, whatnot. Anyway, they're having a huge deal on Rigid products. Look at this. There's too many to mention.
Listen, man. Direct Tools is the outlet for TTI. TTI makes, as he just mentioned, they make Milwaukee, they make Rigid. You ever notice they only sell that crap in Home Depot? But they're the makers of that cup. TTI also makes Hart, which they sell at Walmart. But if you're in Rigid, they've slowed down on making a lot of new Rigid tools. But if you want to expand your line, look at these prices. That freaking 18-volt subcompact, the smaller form factor for $54. And that's just a blemish. That means that as it came off the factory floor, maybe somebody dropped it on the ground, but it still works just fine. Maybe a customer sent it in to get repaired and they just sent a new one out to them and they fixed it. I am okay with having a factory reconditioned tool because it normally is better than brand new, because they've opened it up and they fixed it. And while they were in there, they said, oh, wow, by the way, we forgot to freaking check this condenser. We forgot to check this circuit. So I'm okay with factory recondition. Absolutely.
I'm going to scroll through this. You can pause the video if you see something that jumps out at you. There's a lot of great stuff here. Subcompact brushless 3/8 impact wrench. This is the kit with battery.
Yeah, and Fossil mentions that he only buys older Craftsman stuff, nothing new anymore. I'm kind of in that boat. I'm kind of in the same boat. I like going to estate sales. Well, I'm not going to say like, because estate sale means someone freaking kicked the bucket. But I like going and getting older Craftsman stuff if I'm going to be getting some Craftsman stuff, because I know that it's just well made and most likely made in the USA. So
charger and bag for $80. That's a ridiculous deal. Look at this. We got the 18 volt 4-tool combo. It does have a light and a vacuum, so yeah, maybe on the tool combo there. Anyway, lots of great options here. If you're looking for something like this, go check them out. That's, of course, the factory direct outlet there for TTI. Let's jump over to Lowe's, see what we got at Big Blue. We got some blue tools. Cobalt 3-tool, 24-volt max brushless tool combo kit. You're getting the drill driver, the impact, the battery, the charger, and you're getting the blower of all things. I will say this, not the most powerful blower.
Yeah, that blower is not the most powerful. I'm glad he said it before I did, but I will say that that blower is going to be good for blowing out your shop, your man cave. So you want to get sawdust out. I get a lot of freaking leaves. My man cave faces the south. So I get a lot, the way the wind blows, I get a lot of crap that comes in my man cave. I use a Matabo blower that's probably as powerful as that to get the crap out of my man cave.
But it makes a great shop blower, great for dry leaves kind of stuff. $179. That's a great deal on that. You're saving $120. Ends on October 28th. Let's just point that out. Now let's jump over here. Look at this. Oh, this combo kit. Now this is one a lot of people use to get started in the Cobalt.
So when it says no longer available on Lowe's.com, guys, listen, I only noticed because, like I said, one of my neighbors is a store manager at Lowe's. Take your ass down to Lowe's. See if you can find the kit in store. Now, for me, a tool kit that includes a light is kind of like, whatever. I don't normally use the light that comes with my battery packs because they're not magnetic. But listen, if you can go down there, I don't know what this price is, but physically go to the stores, you can usually get the deal.
We had remember all the Cobalt stuff, 24 volt, all brushless. Yes, including the lamp. We checked, and we got the recip saw. We got the drill driver, we got the impact, we got a 4 amp hour battery, we got a charger, we got a bag. But guess what?
Now listen, he said everything brushless. What does that matter? What is that? Brushless just means that it's going to have a longer battery life. So when you slap a battery on that tool, it's going to be able to go longer. There's nothing wrong with having a brush tool. It's just not going to be able to go as long as a brushless tool.
What looks like this is getting either replaced or something because it's showing up on clearance. We're over on BrickSeek.
BrickSeek, guys. Now, BrickSeek is a good website to go to if you want to find deals that are local to you. You want to buy an arcade system for your man cave? Go on BrickSeek. They're going to tell you where the deals are for like Walmart. They're going to tell you where the deals are for Lowe's, for Kohl's, all that type of crap. BrickSeek will tell you, hey, listen, this store at this zip code has this item. Get off your ass, get in your vehicle, go there and buy it. That's what BrickSeek helps you do.
Which means this deal is going to be your mileage may vary. Your local store may have it. It may not. I'm in the Vegas area right now. So we're looking at this combo. MSRP was $329. Looks like you can find it on Amazon for $214 essentially. But one store in my area has on sale 58%. Look at this. No longer sold. Oh, it's no longer on Lowe's.
Look at this toolkit. Look at the toolkit, guys. You're getting, first off, you're getting an impact, a drill driver. I don't know if that's a hammer, drill driver, and a full size recip sawzall and a light. I can care less about the light, but you're getting 1 or 2 batteries plus the bag and a charger, $139 locally near him. Now, if you go to BrickSeek, put in your zip code, they're going to tell you how much it is at your local store. That's a good deal. $139 to have some stuff around the house. That's a really good deal.
.com, but it's still in the store. $140, $139.27, 58% off. They got 2 of those. This store has it for $150, 55% off. They got 5 of those. And then
Trey, thanks for becoming a member of Weapons Company. Hey, make sure you go and check out the video I just posted for Weapons Company if you're interested in that type of content. And listen, if you're a part of Weapons Company, if you're any of my members, I may be reaching out soon so that I can freaking write you a postcard. So last time you had a handwritten postcard. If you're a part of Weapons Company, handwritten postcard coming from me to you very soon.
There was 3 stores in town that have it. Everyone else is sold out. That's the thing. I'll put a link to the BrickSeek here. You can try and see if it's in your area. If it's not the bear's fault, don't blame the bear. Let's jump over to Northern Tool. I know we don't cover them enough, but you know, when they have a hot deal, we do, and this is a hot deal. The Road Dog Super Duty Folding Floor Jack, 2 and 3 ton capacity here, with the SUV adapter, as they call it, the truck lifter there. Then that can pop off. That disc down there pops off, and you can replace the 2. And you see there, and then you got the...
So this is a good deal as well. Listen, if you have a vehicle, I drive a lifted truck. I have the Pro Eagle jack, which, full disclosure, Pro Eagle sent that out to me. $400 jack. $400 jack that I got from Pro Eagle there. How many tons is this one? I don't know how many tons this, but this should be able to handle your SUVs, your trucks. That extended height is going to allow for you to get your vehicle that's already lifted off the ground, so you don't have to worry about coming up with some kind of crazy rigging system. Really good deal at $134.
Lift capacity just like that. $134. That's down from $300 down to $135. That's a great deal, but wait, you can get it for $115 if you use code 280577. Now,
that's a good, $115 is a good deal. I know Northern Tool oftentimes won't ship to your house for free, but a lot of times if you live near Northern Tool, You can get it shipped to the store and then just go pick it up.
Also, this is not in stores, not available in stores, but in your area, they should have free shipping to store. So you'll have to check out and make sure about that before you order it. All right, we're getting close to the end. We got the hot deals and we got some gift ideas. Just a quick little bit of news over at Harbor Freight. The grinder is back.
Now, listen, I think somebody mentioned earlier Harbor Freight. Listen, Harbor Freight has stepped their deals or their tools up. Harbor Freight used to be a place I go. I will buy a tool for a project, know that I'm going to burn that tool out and never use it again. Jigsaw, freaking angle grinder, some other tool. I'm going to get it for $17. It's never going to work again, but I got the project done. Their Hercules line, their Bauer line, their Earthquake line, all that stuff is getting way better. And the Hercules line is kind of their top tier when it comes to power tools at Harbor Freight.
It went away for a bit. We're kind of wondering, they came out with the brushless grinder. Why did it go away? It doesn't look like there's been any changes to it. The only thing I can surmise is they went with a different manufacturer on it. Anyway, 20-volt brushless grinder, 4.5 inch, 5 inch, paddle switch grinder. I've got this one. I got the first dish. Never had any problems with it. I thought it was a great grinder.
Yeah, and if you're in Hercules or if you're trying to get into a battery system, Hercules doesn't have tons and tons of tools. But if you're always at Harbor Freight, you live near one, right? That might be something you might be interested in because sometimes you don't live near the big box stores. So you can always go down to a Harbor Freight and usually pick some stuff up. They're similar to they're normally near like a Tractor Supply, not too far away from Northern Tool as well.
$120 tool only on that. And of course, now the Hercules brushless, 5-year warranty. 5-year warranty on that. They're smoking them over there. All right, now we got deal of the day. And if you guessed it's going to be a generator, you were right because we're going into that kind of season. And, I like to keep you all prepared. If you've been looking for a whisper quiet enclosed inverter generator at a screaming deal, boom, Westinghouse 4500 super quiet portable inverter generator, remote start with auto choke wheel handle kit, RV ready, gas powered, parallel compatible. RV ready.
Listen, 707 is a good price for this. 4,500 watts is a very good generator. If you're trying to get something that's survival ready, this is the type of generator you can have wired into your house and keep parts of your house running as we enter the fall and the winter. 4,500 watts, you're going to be able to keep refrigerator going, right? You're going to be able to keep CPAP machines. You're going to be able to keep all sorts of stuff going. It's an inverter generator, meaning it's quieter. So your neighbors are not going to know that you have a generator. You have to worry about them coming down knowing that you got this freaking big loud generator going as well. And you can run, when he says you can run it in parallel, that means you can buy 2 of these if you got deep pockets. I don't know why you would need more than one, but they can be ran in parallel. They can be ran in tandem, and you can have even more power for these generators.
All that means is it got an RV plug ready in it there. This is a great setup here. And yes, this can be run in parallel. If you want more power, that is something you can do. Oh my gosh. We had such a windstorm the other day.
Now, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you may not need this type of power. I have a 4,000 square foot house. I have a big boy generator. But listen, if you have a smaller house, if you're just trying to keep a few things running, then yeah, you may not need this. But if you want something that's going to keep your house going, remember I talked about that blackout bag? Well, if you don't want to be sitting around in the dark, this might be something you want to pick up as well to go along with your blackout bag.
I was sitting here in the RV and the power went out and it was a bad windstorm. Bad. You couldn't see the lake. You couldn't see most of Vegas.
Now he lives in an RV right now. He also has a property in Montana. He used to have a property in Las Vegas and he sold it, but he lives in his RV right now. And so he uses generators when he's not hooked up to shore power.
It was bad. And I figured that they'd knocked over a wire somewhere. So I went to plug our generator inverter thing in. And I get out and I'm like, well, I'll just unplug it from the pole and plug it in. And I go to unplug it from the pole. It's not plugged in. It's laying on the ground. The wind was so bad, it blew my plug out.
And hey, listen, he's talking about obviously a windstorm and all that. But this can happen during the summer or spring. Yeah, of course, we're going in the fall and the winter and all the other type of crap. But having this type of backup, a windstorm. I think earlier we had someone that was a linesman in the chat. This could happen in spring. A good windstorm might happen. We had a new neighbor that moved into a house. Spectrum, the internet company, came out to hook up their internet and killed half the power's neighborhood. Or excuse me, killed half the power in the neighborhood. I don't know what the hell that technician did, but those people didn't have power. I think it was only like 8 hours, but still, not to be inconvenienced. That might be something you think about as well.
Anyway, there, as you can see there, you got the 30 amp RV plug there. Then you got two of the 110s running at 20 amps. That's a lot of power coming out of a 110 plug there. Nice. And you got the parallel connections next to it, fuel on off, great efficient mode. This compares with the Harbor Freight 4500, and that thing now is selling regular price $950. So now,
yeah, that he's right about. I think when I got my generator, I got it around like the $830 mark from Harbor Freight. 707 is a great deal for this type of generator. Westinghouse, this is not their first rodeo when it comes to generators as well. And so having something like this, I keep beating this dead horse because I think it's important not to just think about your get homes and bug outs. What are you going to do when you're sitting around the house?
Now you're getting one with remote control for 707, basic 708 because 707.90. Anyway, that's a screaming deal on that there. Anyway, let's talk about some of the gift ideas that we've got for you. First one we got for you is the Gerber field key.
Listen, if you need to bring a choke with you, if you're going to be out clay shooting, if you like to go with Dove or whatever, having a freaking being able to change the choke is way more convenient than bringing some crazy kit with you as well. I have the Leatherman. Actually, no, is it the Leatherman kit? No, I have the Real Avid tool, which is like $31, which includes this tool in it as well.
You know what this is for. You know what this is for. I'm not going to talk about it. Oh my gosh, can we talk about the Olight sale? Some of you are a little simple. The bear's going to say it. I'm sorry. I love y'all. You know the bear loves y'all, but I was laying on the sarcasm a bit thick, and people thought they had to explain it to me while there's pops going off in the background, literally on a 200-yard range, and they're telling me, well, you see what that's for? I know it's for. I was trying to be obtuse for a reason. Anyway.
Yeah, I don't know what he's talking about, but yeah, if you need this and you know you need it, $11 is a good deal. My tool costs $31, so that's a pretty good deal to be able to have that with you and be able to change your choke.
A Gerber field key. By the way, picked up a CZ, was it 20 for the little bear over under. We're going to have some fun with that tomorrow night. Looking forward to it. The guys over there in Boulder City, you guys are fantastic. We're going to be hanging out with you tomorrow night. Anyway, field key, multiple use. It's also got a Phillips, and it's got a bottle opener on it, and it does all.
Yeah, if you don't have a bottle opener, you'd have a tool, apparently. I just used a bottle opener on this freaking Topo Chico.
Sorts of fun stuff there. So if you're looking for something like that, getting your chokes out and stuff, so you only have to carry one of them with you. That's a nice little thing there. Great gift idea for the person, the wing or clay pigeon person in your life. $12 on that. All right, let's move along. TVs. We're over at Walmart.
Okay, so Hisense will set their game up quite a bit. If you're trying to trick out your man cave, the prices of TVs are getting ridiculously low. I like LG because they can talk to my freaking system here. Hisense makes some good TVs. The audio used to be trash. I don't know if it's gotten better, but $298. I don't know. It's with 58 inches. That doesn't sound too bad.
This is the Hisense. Now, I have said before that the Hisense has terrible audio, that it's a decent picture, not the best, but terrible audio.
Yeah, he mentioned the audio as well. The couple of run-ins I've had with Hisense, they sounded horrible. You got to hook them up to some type of sound bar, but maybe they've gotten better.
And boy, the Hisense boys out there bit me all over my fuzzy tail, tell me how wrong I am. And to be fair, my Hisense is I think it's almost 3 years old. I got it when they first came out. And apparently they've really upgraded since then, and they're smoking hot. They're just as good, if not better, than the TCL that you love so much.
Yeah, okay, so that's good. Hisense seems to have gotten better. I am looking to get a new TV for my gaming setup. Right now, I have behind me is a 65-inch TV, but it's a 60 hertz, and I have my PlayStation 5 and my Xbox hooked up to it. I want something that's smaller, it's OLED, has better colors, a faster refresh rate. That won't be the TV for me. But if you have a man cave, you're trying to get some extra TVs. Of course, the World Series is coming up. NASCAR is in the playoffs. Football is already going on. So TVs are cheap as hell. But if you want to wait for prices of TVs to be at their lowest, wait till after the Super Bowl, because these manufacturers make a ton of TVs for Black Friday. They make a ton of TVs to sell in January. And then as soon as the Super Bowl's over, they got all these extra TVs that people didn't buy for the Super Bowl, and TV prices drop again. So that's another deal. Wait till after the Super Bowl if you want to buy a TV.
So here you go. Hisense 58 class 4K UHD LED LCD Roku Smart TV, HDR. Boy, can we throw more acronyms in there.
It's a lot of goddamn acronyms. HDR is usually trash on a lot of these lower end TVs.
But seriously, that's good stuff. That's high color, high contrast, LED lighting, class, was it 4K, great resolution, $298. Now this, just to be aware, on October 26th, that drops to $198. That's sub $200 for a 58-inch 4K TV. Are you serious?
Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Clinton says he has a 45-inch in the bedroom and watching on it right now. Well, there you go. And it sounds just fine. So yeah, they have stepped it up apparently. But for me personally, I didn't have the best experience back in the past when it came to the Hisense.
Now you have to wait 2 days. Can't buy it today. Well, you can, but you're not going to get that price. You want to wait October 26th. We'll have the link here. You can click your little paw on it. You add it to cart. And next thing you know, you're going to have $200 television. That is insane. Let's see what else we got. We got the ON. How about a 70-inch?
ON. I think ON is the Walmart brand. A lot of these places have their own brands. I know Best Buy has their own brand. The ON 70-inch for $448. I mean, even if you just want a big ass TV, like I have a 65-inch. I bought it on base. So I went to the military base that's near me. I think I bought it for like $550 for 65 inches. For $448 for 70 inches. That's freaking a man cave beast.
That's a big TV, guys and gals. I had a 70-inch in our last house. That you need to have the wall space for it, but if you do, that is a smooth TV right there. This is the ON with Roku built in here.
Yeah, I don't like Roku, but yeah, that's a big ass TV, and I think that ON has definitely gotten better. They've gotten better. I used to have a little 24-inch ON in my daughter's room. It was horrible. Freaking colors were trash, and I'm assuming they've gotten better.
4K UHD LED, all the good stuff there. $448, not a bad price for a 70-inch TV, except on October 26th it drops to $348. $348.
Okay, yeah, $348. Even if you don't like ON, $348. Come on now, $348 for a 70-inch LED TV. That's a banger. That is a banger. I would buy that and hook the device I like to it because I don't like Roku, and freaking that's a great deal.
48 for a 70. Oh. It just blows me away how cheap these things are getting. Pretty soon they're going to be paying you to put a TV on your wall. Yeah, maybe they should with all the commercials and stuff. All right, next up, can we talk about Pixel phones? Because, earlier this year, back in February, I decided to finally, I had the Motorola, the Moto G phones. I've had them for years. I've had flagship phones, and then
Yeah, so I love obviously you guys know, I like, if you follow the channel, I love the Pixel phone. My main phone is a Pixel 7, which I have right here, and I had the Pixel 6. I traded in for the Pixel 7. It's a great phone. He had the Motorola phone forever. His big line on his channel was "Shut Up Moto" because his phone would go off when he was filming videos all the time. He switched to iPhone, and I guess he's going back.
I gave up on flagship phones, and I went to like the budget middle of the road phones, and they were fine. They were fantastic. But someone's like, "Oh, you got to switch. You got to try Apple. You got to try Verizon." Well, we did. We switched the whole family. Not a person likes it. Not a person in my family likes the Apple, except my oldest, who, of course, it's all about the vibes, man. You got to, like true, like full cop, dude. The vibe is like I'm vibing on. I can't talk like the kids do these days. I try. I can't do it. Point is, $299, $300 for a Pixel 6. I'm just done. I am just done with it.
Yeah, that is a great. If you need most of the bells and whistles, first off, if you want a panty dropper of a camera, Pixel 6a, $300, like it just makes sense.
And if you want, now that's the budget phone there from this is from Google, who makes Android. So this is probably one of the best Android phones you're going to get. Except if you want the full experience, then get the Google Pixel 6, not the 6a, the full Pixel 6, 5G unlocked, 128 gigs. This is a sweetheart of a phone. $400 on that.
That is not bad at all. Caesar says, what is my favorite cigar? I don't have a favorite. I smoke a lot of Monte Cristos. Well, let me say the ones I buy. The La Privada or La Barbara, I think they're called. Those are good. I like any cigar that's like a Lancerno. So by the 44. I don't like big cigars that make me freaking feels like I don't know. Anyway, I don't like huge cigars when I'm smoking. So usually about 44 gauge up to 50, 52-ish gauge is the biggest I'll go. So yeah, hopefully, let's see how many more he has here. What other deals he has here?
That's $200 off, 33%. Although if you do want to get, say, a Apple 13 Pro, and you've got one of these phones, I'll do you a trade straight up because I am sick of this thing. I am ready to take it out, burn it at the campfire, and dance around it at night naked. That's how much I hate this thing.
Yeah, I feel you, Bear. I feel you, Bear. It looks like he's getting to these last gifts. Listen, man, I'm going to wrap this up, but I do appreciate you guys stopping by. Listen, if you're not a member of the Battalion, hit that subscribe button down below. Join the Battalion. We like to go live here. We like to do long form content, shorts, all that good stuff. I would love to have you. If this is your first time, thank you for stopping by. We do appreciate that as well. For everyone else, we'll speak soon.